me, darling.
She's gone, Farah. Gone!
I don't think I ain't watching.
Move aside, dwarf. Move aside. I need to find my little girl. I need to find my baby.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always.
You do that. Irma's her name. She's about as high as your hip. Black of hair, a quiet child. Not prone to wandering off. I'm sick with worry. Completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her.
I can't wait all day.
This place turns people cold. Cold and wicked. That fellow Jeth over there speaks unutterable evil, but I can't move away from him. What if Irma comes back and I'm not here? I last saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll, and I was washing out her tunic. I turned from her for one moment, and she was gone. Left her doll behind, too. It's so unlike her. Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her, Mummy says this is for her little chicken, and it's time to come home. That's what I call her, my little chicken.
She soaks up a steady stream of tears with her.
She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me. You are an angel.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your 5th blue jester this round.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
Yeah, what of it? She's gone, Farah. Gone!
You gobblers, the both of you.
Late.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
No, just because the pair of you are filthy cheating liars don't mean I can't beat ya.
A little respect for Griff's right hand, Topsy girl.
Right hand, my winker. Fella's got more right hands than an octopus.
Farah. She ain't coming back.
That's it. I call courts. Pay up.
Irma? Irma?
Pipe down, Farah.
Where
It's time to
is
accept
he?
reality.
You there, dwarf. I'm looking for an inmate. A smallish man, thick spectacles, prone to somewhat eccentric chatter. He wears a large bronze pendant with a dragon stamped into it. Have you seen him?
She's gone, Farah. Gone!
None of your business, inmate. Find me if you hear of a me go. Otherwise, don't waste my time. I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
She's gone, Farah. Gone!
That's it. I call court. Pay up.
The priest's son.
I'm not offended by you, beast. No matter how foul that name feels to my lips. Just disappointed. How do you not know the price our people paid after your hasty revolution? Do you think your merry band could try to toss Justinia into the sea and the clouds would turn to rainbows? A storm of your making still rages, and whenever word of your deeds reaches her ears, lightning strikes. When your flunkies scream for revolution, I know what they're really screaming for, beast, and I know it's dwarven blood being shed. So you forged a path with good intentions. And like the beast you are, left the path littered with crimson limbs from the innocent to clean away. Don't talk to me about rightness.
The priest collects himself. His eyes still burn, but his words are ice.
May the Seven bless you, beast. Send us your children, your supplicants, and you divide.
Looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Quite the hand, Freshie. Unfortunately, 2 is less than 5, and that's how many purples I've got. I reckon that makes me the winner. I'll be having your fee then. I'm sure the Reds told you. No one gets along without paying the interment fee. So, let's make this easy. Empty your pockets. Don't think your connections will get here in time to save you if you don't pay up now. We'll see about that, Freshie.
to none.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart.
Send us your children, your supplicants, and you divide. Presideth over
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Mara, she ain't coming back.
Irma? Irma?
She's gone, Mara. Gone.
Mummy's right here. Irma? Irma, Mummy's right here. Where are you?
Pipe down, Mara. It's time you accept reality.
Mummy's right here. Where are you?
Gone, Mara. Gone.
I'm fading.
Where are you, darling?
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Where are you, darling?
Pipe down, Mara. It's time to accept reality.
Irma? Where are you, darling?
She's gone, Mara. Gone.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
Our Father, who
I
Mara,
told you
she ain't coming back.
Didn't I?
It's too tight.
Irma? Irma?
Pipe down, Mara. It's time to accept reality.
I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
Irma? Where are you, darling?
It's too
Mara,
too
she
tight.
ain't coming back.
darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
Irma? Where are you, darling?
She's gone, Farah. Gone!
Irma?
Our Father,
Irma?
who presideth over us all. She's gone, Farah. Gone!
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe. As she catches sight of you, recognition flashes in her terrified eyes. She drops her hands from her throat and starts hyperventilating.
Ben Mist! Ifan! Ben Mist! You killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Murderer! Keep him away from me! Help! Somebody! Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster of badness away from me.
Leave me be, Sam.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
Ha! I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Not an attempt, mate. Not if I can bloody help it. Time's up, Your Highness. It's stabbing time.
No, let's not get nasty. It's better off, sure.
Keep my name out of my mouth, Elmo.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? Oh, very droll. Listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards. I've been here a long time. I have a way out of here. Are you interested? Attaboy. The plan's simple. There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. It's found its way into a nest of crocodiles. Not enough to trouble a kit that hard.
Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster bedmast away from me.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
Fire her. She ain't coming back.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Come on, chap. Don't be unreasonable. Better even to puke yourself to death than get Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me.
Oh, for the love...
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it.
A flat smile.
She never did like you. Bastard.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
Don't feel too bad. Fella had no decency. If you don't have that, you don't have anything to live for.
He nods at you and turns back to his handiwork. He lines up another nail.
I found you. Not an attempt, mate. Time's up, Your Highness. It's stabbing time.
body as mine! Healing!
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with a... It appears confused. The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at...
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, you here alone?
She gives you a laugh.
You think twice about facing this mean world alone, eh? Someone to drink to in the evenings, someone to hold at night. If you got those, some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Used to be I had a family, a husband and a little boy. We were healers. Source was in our blood and they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even released. Don't know why the Reds didn't take me too. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Waiting and remembering. Thank you kindly, sweetheart. I do appreciate it. They were good lads. Too good for this place. In some ways, I'm glad they got out quickly. Listen to me, bubbling on like a cauldron. You're sweet to listen. And yes, they were lovely. Totally lovely. I'll see him again before I'm gone for good. That's for certain. You run along now, darling. You shouldn't spend what little time you've got left here listening to an old bleeding heart moan.
Patience, here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. We are the same material, you agree? So tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. To overturn a tyrant, this is no simple task. Tyrants of governments, tyrants within ourselves, these take great strength to face. Power comes from strength, and strength comes from growth. These seeds sprout, so does the iron in your spine. I give my word. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. Tides in and out and in again.
Pay yourself to the grave. By the Queen's beard, it looks like you lost a fight with a claw hammer. Reckon you're in need of something to heal yourself up, eh?
Instead of a potion, she hands you an empty bottle and a fat brown mushroom.
Not scared of a little elbow grease, are you? A fella ought to know how to put himself right. Go ahead and combine the mushroom with the vial. Once you've mastered the technique, you'll never need help from a crusty old quack like me again. Dane's as stubborn as an old steer. Says he don't believe in alchemy and won't accept a potion from me or anyone else. But Jackanape would rather die than drink something that ain't at least thought. Still, my job ain't to judge but to heal. Or if that fails, to comfort. Seems that's all I can do for old Dane anymore. Business savvy? Don't be profane. This is people's health we're talking about. And I get by just fine in the meantime, thank you kindly. Save your spirit to fight the Reaper.
Wait! I call a timeout!
I know they help.
Right in the eye! Wait! I call a timeout! Got you! I got you! You can't get me! You can't get me!
Good sir! You've set my body free. You'll first have to get inside the prison itself. There's a secret switch on a statue of the Seven. The switch will open a hatch.
and you'll be led into the prison's main floor. I suspect that within Brachus's phylactery room, you will find the container which ensnares my soul. He has likely disguised it well, but search there for another hidden switch. Brachus would have made me a supplicant, a slave to these walls. With your help, I'll die. And Fort Joy is a dangerous place, my friend. Dangerous indeed. Brachus used this place to build an arsenal of terrible weaponry, as here he and his researchers crafted punishments and snares contrary to human dignity. Objects that could contain souls, wands that could purge the very essence from sorcerers. My order would never have used such barbaric magic against our enemies. I was fully briefed about this awful place before I came. My goal was to destroy the fiend who had been marshalling the world's most unwholesome weapons and magic into an army he intended to use against the realm. I never thought I would become...
Being compact's got its benefits.
Change back. What if there are no sources? Yet so quick.
So, what's the news?
So dangerous. What in
Hurry, eh?
So Voidwoken are attracted to source. But why? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sourceables? Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
Make the hinges rust.
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources? Yet so quickly we find source so dangerous. What in his death caused it? So void woken are attracted to source. But why? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources? And why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
50 bottles of tears, oh. Make the hinges rust.
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sorcerers left? Yet so quickly we find source so dangerous. What in his death caused it? So void woken are attracted to source. But why? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sorcerers left? Why hasn't Alexander risen yet? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources? Yet so quickly we find source so dangerous. What in his death?
Oh, 10 bottles of me.
Well, what attracted to source?
1,000 bottles of dust. 50 bottles of tears, oh.
Will source change back?
Make the hinges rust.
Why hasn't Alexander? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are sorcerer. Yet so quickly, we find source so dangerous. What in his death caused it? So the Voidwoken are attracted to source. But why? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sorcerers? Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
Oh, 10 bottles of mead, 1,000 pots of dust, 50 bottles of tears, oh, make the hinges rust.
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sorcerers? Yet so quickly, we find source so dangerous. What in his death caused it? So Voidwoken are attracted to source. But why? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sorcerers? Why hasn't Alexander risen?
Oh, 10 bottles of mead, 1,000 pots of dust, 50 bottles of tears, oh, make the hinges rust.
Worse than war rations, these.
You there, dwarf! You looking for a match? Bet you make up for your height with a good strong sword arm. Isn't that right?
Worse than war rations, these.
Ha! That's the spirit. Down the hatch then. Thorn will...
You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. There can be only one, and you have but one chance.
Who will be next to fight?
Warfare is worship.
She scoffs.
To prove you are the one. Never mind. The one does not ask such a question.
A deep grumble emerges from him.
Well, get a load of you. You got swagger, I'll give you that. But I reckon I could squash you like a bug with just my left thumb. First time I spoke, Mama ran through the streets crying, "Demon!" Poor thing. Shook her to the core. Sounded like a living hellspawn has its advantages, though. I can make a man shit his pants just by saying boo.
Warfare is worship.
Who will be next?
That a joke? Either my funny bone is cracked, or you've got the wit of a drunken ogre. I'll make a deal with you. You cut out the clowning, and I'll refrain from slicing your tongue next time I catch it wagging.
We will rejoin our
I've waited this long.
He bids you goodbye with...
Can we get on with this already?
I've waited this long. I can wait longer.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Need something in the...
She smiles and gives you a long, meaning...
Soon! I know what you mean.
Worse than war rations, these.
Haven't got shanked through the gills yet? Give it time.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
Sure, have a look.
I got that special shipment he was asking after.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold. She was among the sorcerers. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into you.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard.
Who are you? But you did, and now the tables have turned. You look quite startled to me.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of your throat. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice a flaw in her diamond features, a curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here, to Fort Joy. I intend to raise the subject with him.
No!
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was certain the pitiful begging was about to begin. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided dears around here would argue such a thing is impossible. Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard I mentioned. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Let's discuss our respective roles then, shall we? You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. Suits me fine. Lead on, or then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side. As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index finger, then guides your eyes to hers.
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right by me this time.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. Then the questions commence. You hear him yelp about the master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground, face first into his own intestine. Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction, and as she wipes her needle clean, shoots you a...
Chat's over.
So, that seemed just a tad excessive.
What you witnessed was an exercise in restraint. And jolly good fun to boot. Something on your mind? It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him. Extensively.
She defies you with devilishly innocent eyes.
Can you blame me? Justice tends to be. Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still. The search for the master continues, of course. Hungry work, the hunt. And you know what? I'm feeling a bit peckish. Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. Fellow named Griff. 2 birds, 1 stone. How about it?
I know they help.
This dead kinsman was a dreamer. Damnable nuisance, that. Now I'll have to find another.
He taps hammer to nail.
1,000 bottles of dust. 50 bottles of tears. Oh.
The dwarf slaps his knees and chest until a buoyant rhythm develops.
They stole me boots and... Oh, not bad for me.
He bows to an almost...
Welcome to the joy, my famed friend. Thank you, your wisefulness. I admit it ain't one of the best, but I figured you're tired of hearing the usual shanties. Oh, I know them ones too. No shortage of beast ballads out there. Well, there are a few, my friend. Got a right good rebel whooper on hand warning of the barbaric beast. The others, well, it ain't so respectful, but Royal Guards folk on holiday always ate it up. Oh, so you look back on those fanciful days all fondly. Wouldn't have thought it, but there you... Oh, Macca Miles, bastard born, the man had life enraged him. A gnashing varmint he became, so Queen sought then to cage him. A pitiful sight, his inadequate fight, the quivering lump sent out of Queen's sight. Marcus Miles, the Royal Guard, they'd sing this while wandering the hinterland, looking for rebels in the shadows. Well, some time ago, of course, back when you were banished to the Isle of Mists.
He shakes his head, then looks to you with inquiring eyes, waiting for a reaction.
Come on now. Just a song, yeah? No dwarf worth their own beard believes it's true. But you know how it goes. You sing a song and pretty soon it's on people's lips. You're spreading like a rash on a lizard's tush scales. You were here, the wild beast just sails on the ocean. He's docked in the bay and coming your way. Off in your cupboard, can't hid you, and nor can you birth. His daggers don't care about the girl that you're worth. He'll bury your bones neath the mountain of earth. He's docked in the bay and a-coming.
Or, take nothing. The sailors sing what's in their hearts. Keep spirits high when the sail.
When another divine arises, will source change back?
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
The ground? I don't know what you... I'm just trying to work it out. What happened? Why? My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why? We've used Source for thousands of years. We have used it to heal, to grow. How can it be that it suddenly summons these horrors from the void? And when will Alexander ascend to divinity? We cannot continue like this.
Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster red mess away from me.
So, what's the news?
Careful. Don't want to catch Griff in a bad mood.
Gonna pray all day, buddy?
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard...
Back then, I was the beast. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? I saw you fall. We all did. Thought you were done for. When we get out of this place, I owe you a pint. So you managed to swim to safety, is that it? What about when you were in the water? Didn't hear anything unusual, did you? I heard the same thing! Do you know what this means? It means
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours. Dark pupils die. Light suddenly flashes back into her face.
Anyway, what were we talking about? It's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit hospitable? Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be... But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half... Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. Maybe a spectre, but I wouldn't bet money on it. So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah, same story here. Reckon in my case, they might actually be right, though. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if, when, push comes to shove. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be? Sounds fine. So, yeah? Hey, wait a sec. It looks like you have all the company you need. Maybe another time, when you're a bit more on the lonely side. Till then.
The Divine! Even in death he's listened! A door.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
You're kinda getting too big for your boots, you know? Bloody cavies. ought to keep out of our hair if you don't want to pay for the pleasure. Your kind. And the elves and lizards.
Bolted on there tight, ain't it?
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption.
And what you after? Oh, I? Looking to buy? This belongs to Dallas. You sure you're not looking to buy anything? Yeah, I prefer banter when it's with paying customers. Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. That's for me to know, and you to get out of my face. Buy or shove off.
Say what you will about the Divine Order. Say what...
Like you wanted. Everything there? Good.
Sabine gently places a hand on the small of your bag. Her mouth reaches your ear with a whisper. Sabine steps forward and asks Griff the cook about the lone wolves. A dead little birdie told her he's the man to talk to. A little back and forth ensues. Money crosses hands, and before you know it, Sabine stands back beside you.
Thank you. We should make good on our escape, you know. I have to see a man about a wolf in the Hollow Marshes. Naught but a whelp in skillful hands. I'm sure Zalaskar's his name. A name for the taking, if it comes to that.